Have you ever wondered what could have been for some of your favorite Star Trek characters? Well, in the latest episode of Star Trek Lower Decks, we get a glimpse into an alternate future for T'Pol and Trip that will leave you amazed and amused. Star Trek is no stranger to alternate realities and parallel universes. But the revelation about T'Pol and Trip's lifelong marriage in Lower Decks is a refreshing twist. T'Pol, once cold and emotionless, is now thriving in a long-term relationship with the ever-cheerful Commander Tucker. Throughout Star Trek's history, we've seen many heartbreaking romances, from Captain James T., Kirk and Edith Keeler, to Michael Burnham and Ash Tyler. These relationships have faced numerous hardships. But in Lower Decks, we get to explore what might have been instead of the many tragedies we've seen in the Prime Universe. The romantic journey between Trip and T'Pol unfolded in the vein of the enemies to lovers trope across Star Trek Enterprise's 4 seasons. However, their happiness was short-lived when they discovered their DNA had been misused to produce a Vulcan-human hybrid child. Overwhelmed by grief, T'Pol and Trip separated. Despite the sad conclusion of Trip and T'Pol's romance in the main universe, countless versions of Trip and T'Pol exist across the vast multiverses. In Lower Decks, we see an alternate T'Pol who spent decades married to Trip Tucker, making her an expert on human emotions, a surprising turn in her character. Jolene Blalock, who played T'Pol in Enterprise, makes a surprising return to play this new version of T'Pol in Lower Decks. Despite her issues with the series, Blalock's return was a wonderful surprise, especially because her role in Lower Decks gave her the opportunity to show more of T'Pol's depth and nuance than she did in most of her run on Enterprise. So if you're a Star Trek fan looking for a heartwarming alternate future for some of your favorite characters, be sure to check out the latest episode of Star Trek Lower Decks. With that said, thank you for watching, and until next time, see you next time, see you next time, see you next time.